charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do.
underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run by Bigsby. Hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence. Quick slant, caught by Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. This across the 15 to the 17. That'll be a pick on the 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Reeves. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
18 Cardinal, 19 right.
To throw on second down, Reeves. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Reeves. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there for Vegas. 63 yards.
And normal when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hold as he's brought down at the 11. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Reeves. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Reeves. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down and 8. Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys and trying to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves eluding the pressure right. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Reeves. That is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Breaks through the contact, and he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Reeves. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Toss play, Powell. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Lawrence. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now they'll toss here to Powell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They run with Powell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd and 6. They go again with Powell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Powell. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Reeves. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Reeves. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off play action, Reeves. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Reeves. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Up the middle they go. It's Powell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by McManus is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll run on 1st down. Howell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Lawrence going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Powell, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a 1st-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Reeves. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Powell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
And a lot of times, these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now 2nd and 4. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now he's loose again. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 12-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, check that. Rig alert.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Turn it up, fellas!
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
18 Radley. Go.
He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd. Oh, and it's intercepted. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
98 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Powell, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Powell. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad